It is a rematch of last year's state championship game as the New Canaan Rams host the Darien Blue Wave in this early season rivalry matchup between two of the state's top programs and two of the state's storied programs. Hello, folks. Dylan DeRiso alongside Chase Harden. Chase, the last time you and I were here was right in this rink for that state championship game. What a game it was. 6 periods of play. Your sister put in that game-winning goal to win New Canaan the state championship, and that was just a huge moment for them. It's a new season now, and these are two very different teams this year, so I'll ask you first about New Canaan. Who are some of the key players and key aspects of this team that we will be seeing today?
Yeah, Dylan, we got a chance to speak with head coach for the Rams, Rich Buellen, and he told us despite losing those 9 seniors, he said offensively they're in a good spot. They return Maddie Tully, the Tully sisters, Lexi, who's a junior, Maddie, who's a sophomore. They're both key contributors to this roster, along with senior captain Amanda Benson. She's proved why she's the captain of the squad, or one of the 3, and she's lived up to that. And Serena O'Connor, a sophomore on this team, 6 goals, leads the team in points. And then on the other side for the Blue Wave, Jamie Tropsa always comes to play. He's got Natalie Beach, who's got 8 goals, 4 assists, for a total of 12 points. She's only a sophomore, and teams all over the state are going to see her for the next 3 years. You got Chelsea Donovan, one of the senior captains. She has 4 assists, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points. Dylan, there's a lot of talent out here today, and we're in for a good one. Certainly, the Wave coming into this one 3-0, winning games 7-1, 4-0, and 7-1 on the season thus far. New Canaan 2-0 with wins 6-3 against West Haven and 9-1 against Ridgefield Danbury and Immaculate. Chase, interesting story for the goalies here, at least for New Canaan. Why don't you talk about that a little bit? Yeah, so Nikki Ferraro, right, she had big shoes to fill last year, coming in to a spot. Blythe Novak, who was a 4-time first-team All-Stater, she filled that role pretty well, but she was a freshman. She decided to leave and go to Hotchkiss. She's repeating her freshman year at Hotchkiss, so now the Rams are kind of in a bind. Rich Buellen reached out to 2 girls this summer, Lily Stevens and Larkin Celebrity, who have never touched ice before, and they're suiting up. Larkin Celebrity getting the start tonight. She's never skated. 4 months in, and she's looked pretty good, but no matter how athletic you are, you're not going to be a great skater in 4 months, so that's going to be the difference today, the goaltending. So we will see what happens here. Teams out on the ice getting ready. We'll see if we get starting lineups in the national anthem here. That has not yet been confirmed, but certainly a big game to start the season for both of these teams. Just 2 and 3 games into the season thus far, and this is a big challenge for both of these teams. They scrimmaged just a couple weeks ago. Darien had the upper hand in that one. I believe they won that scrimmage 3-0, but I don't think that'll be an indicator of how this game will go, because as soon as the regular season starts, so does the real playing. Yep, I mean, records, standings, doesn't matter. Whenever New Canaan and Darien come to play, everything's out the window, and they just come out for 90 minutes, and it's just sheer compete. One of the cool things about this is the Ice Cats banner up in this rink. So many of these girls play together at youth and build so many memories together. And then at high school, they transition, and for 90 minutes, they basically want to kill each other. And then off the ice, they're friends again. So that's the cool thing about the girls. It's just a battle, and it's fun to watch. Kahn starting in net for the Wave, Celebrity for the Rams. And we'll start with a little bit of a battle in the neutral zone. New Canaan will send it down for an icing, and we'll have a face-off here on our side. Molly there's just trying to get it deep. She ices it. And Rich Buellen told us before the game, they need to play defensively, right? Again, they have a goalie who's never really played at all, so they need to stay strong defensively, and then the offense generates from there. Brown wins it back for the Wave. Edwards loses her stick. Pug leaves the zone, and Massey goes to retrieve it. Morgan Massey now skating up, looks to Beach. Natalie Beach trying to get it up off the boards, not all the way. New Canaan turns it back around. Here's Moley now. Gets taken down by Edwards. Now the puck behind the net in the corner. Massey will go after it, moving it up to Donovan. Donovan looking down. That one was intercepted by Tully, and she sends it back in. New Canaan grabs a sub. Now Massey once again for the Wave. Backhand pass up to Donovan. She will try to get it out of the zone. She does.
Moving up, Brown challenging now, turned around by the Rams once more. New Canaan on their way back in now, down behind in the corner. There's Beach. She'll send it back the other way. Now puck up and over the net, a slap shot from Benson up top. Now puck loose in front of the net, a high backhander, that one wide. Donovan sending it along the boards. Will it get out? No, it will not. Kept back in. Now a battle for it behind the net. There's Beach. Beach turns it up the ice, and she's able to get it out. No ice. I believe that tipped off the stick of Lexi Tully, the junior, and she'll take it now back up the other way. Darien trying to challenge. Tully gets it through, no problem. Past O'Connor, and Darien will pursue it. Puck stopped behind the net, picked up by Skylar Ravosa. Can she get it out? No, she cannot. Ravosa retrieves it again, cuts back. And she goes down. That'll be a delayed penalty and a trip called.
Tripping call there, called by the officials. They're going to take number 27 for the Rams, Serena O'Connor. That's a penalty. Rich Buellin, head coach for the Rams, hates tripping, hookings, slashings, just lazy penalties. And Blue Wave, we're going to get a chance to capitalize 2 minutes into this game and prove, that they're the better team and try and get the momentum going early. I mean, Darien hasn't beat the Rams in almost 2 seasons, so they're trying to beat them tonight.
Back to Beach, Donovan. Donovan up top to Bellissimo. Bellissimo with a shot. That one tipped off of Massey up and over. Now Brown trying to challenge for it. Donovan can't keep it in. Neither can Bellissimo. She'll turn it back, and the Wave will have to start over. Bellissimo bringing it in. She goes down. Now around, iced up into the bench. The New Canaan bench, that is, by Lexi Tully, and we will have a face-off.
Trying to take out her assistant coach there. And, of course, on the penalty kill in high school, it is legal to ice it. That's what Lexi Tully, one of the star players for this Rams team, was trying to do, but she lifted it a little too much, and it's going to be an inside or on an offensive zone face-off for the Blue Wave. See what they can do with that.
One back by New Canaan. Donovan's able to retrieve it, though. Now Bellissimo from up top, that one wide. Beach coming down. Brown challenging in the corner. Tully comes out with it. Lexi Tully sends it down. Khan has to stop it behind the net.
Really good penalty kill here by the Rams so far. Really impressed.
Here's Natalie Beach, the star for the Wave. Down along the boards. Beach gets stopped by a grouping of New Canaan defenders. The puck gets sent back the other way. Halfway through this penalty now. Bellissimo behind the net, moves it up to Massey. Massey goes down. New Canaan turns it around again. Tully stopped by Massey, and here go the Wave. A little back and forth in the neutral zone, ends up in favor of Darien. Will that puck escape the zone? Yes, it will. And now on the chase is Rayer. Catherine Rayer down in the corner now. Loses the puck, challenged by Beach. Bellissimo goes at it. She can't. And sent back up top to Reese Quinn. Quinn sends it down behind. And it's picked up by Kelsey Brown. Brown, the senior captain, makes a move. Just trying to get it into the zone. This Darien power play unit has been on the entire time. Skylar Ravosa finally takes the ice, the first sub, and Darien will get a full change. Now it's up to Parker Crody. Crody will chase after it. Icing called on Darien. And that'll be good for New Canaan.
3 seconds left in that penalty for the Rams. Going to get O'Connor out there. And, I mean, that was all Rams right there. For 2 straight minutes, the Blue Wave really didn't get anything. And Rich Buellin's got to be really happy with the way his penalty killers handled themselves for those 2 minutes.
Darien unable to get any sustained possession there as Parker Crody gets pushed off by Celebrity. Now trying to keep it in with the foot was Fiorita, gets by her, and now they're going to go on the chase. New Canaan on their way down. Cuts back behind the net. Looking up to Sarah Kellogg. Kellogg over. Now chasing after it is Kate Brown. A fight along the blue line. Darien keeps it in. Here's Kellogg across. Puck goes by the front of the net. No one there to finish it off, and that'll escape off the stick of Bellissimo.
No ice there because it
Ravosa
tipped off one of the Blue Wave players, even though New Canaan tried to get it out of there pretty hard.
New Canaan trying to get it out of the zone. Now they do. And here goes Noramoli. Turned back immediately, though, by Beach. Natalie Beach is everywhere so far. Morgan Massey will come up, make a move, finds Chelsea Donovan. Donovan skating. Donovan will send one at the net. Celebrity makes the save. And it'll be turned back up ice by Pinkernell. New Canaan's able to get it out, and Darien will have to chase it back once again. Icing called, face-off in the New Canaan zone. 9:37 to go in the first period of play. 0-0 our score. New Canaan off a successful penalty kill. Darien with more time in the zone offensively after the penalty than they had with the power play.
Yeah, I mean, right now the Rams are just playing simple brand of hockey, especially with, somebody that hasn't really played goalie their whole life.
Quick save made by Celebrity.
That was a close one there, but they're just trying to get pucks deep and stay solid defensively and try and protect Larkin Celebrity as much as they can, right? Again, I've touched on it a bunch already. She's had 3 months of experience in net, right? And it doesn't matter who you are, how athletic you are, you're not going to be, a legit goalie, and it takes time. So
here's Donovan spinning towards the middle. A quick shot, that one wide of the net. Massey fails to keep it in. Darien will have to chase it back. Beach over to Edwards. Edwards turning it up ice. Looks up to Donovan. Offer skate. And Kelsey Brown has to pick it up. Brown sends it back down now to Edwards. Gets by her. And New Canaan will retain possession. Amanda Benson now the captain. Cuts back by Donovan. Looking for a pass. That one missed, and it'll go all the way down the ice for the icing call.
Benson trying to find one of her wingers there, and it stretched a little too far and goes for an ice. It's relatively even here. I'd say the Blue Wave have gotten a couple more opportunities, and after that Rams penalty kill dominated, the Blue Wave have just kind of turned it up.
Certainly. Fight along the boards for it. Dwayne sends it down. Ravosa is back for the Wave. Benson now. Benson looking up towards Dwayne. Back and forth in the neutral zone. Sent the other way by Bellissimo. Benson will come up now. Trying to get it through Darien's line of defense there to make the stop. Turn back up ice. Who's going to come out with it? Ravosa looks up. Crody shooting it down back behind. Now along the boards. Kellogg looking across, that one deflected. And that'll go down for a quick icing call, easy icing call at that. And our third one in under 2 minutes.
Isabella Jenga just sensed danger there and just iced it. And again, simple brand of hockey, get it deep, ice the puck. That's what Rich Buellin told us before the game, sense any danger, just get it out, because from there the Blue Wave can capitalize on the Rams' defense being tired.
Brown won it back to Massey. Massey shot it down behind. Can they keep it in? No, they cannot. That one escapes by Kate Brown. Natalie Beach down into the zone. Kelsey Brown in pursuit. Buchanan turns it up. Lexi Tully trying to get it out. She cannot. Gets caught up on the boards. It'll go down to the Darien end anyway. Kelsey Brown chasing it down again. She loses it. Now it's Donovan. Chelsea Donovan, the backhand pass. She was looking for Natalie Beach. Got turned the other way. Here's Lexi Tully. Tully across. Shot save made by Kahn. And we'll get a whistle.
And she's one of those players we talked about. Lexi Tully can get something out of, she can make something out of nothing. The Tully sisters, right? Caitlin, so many of those Rams seniors from last year left, and that's what hurt, right? They were such offensive threats. Caitlin Harden, Grace Kroll, you can talk so many, but they returned the defenseman Lexi Tully, who's legit, and she proved it right there, making a sequence of moves, and nice save there by the Blue Wave.
Here's Maggie Bellissimo now. Bellissimo trying to go on the attack. Benson was there to make the stop. Now puck jammed in the corner. Who will come out with it? It's Benson who moves it up, ends up on the stick of a Darien player. That's Sarah Kellogg. New Canaan off the chip, gets it up and out. Now along the boards. Little battle turned the other way. Here is Crody. Parker Crody dumping Chase into the corner. Crody looking for a backhand pass towards the front of the net. That one didn't get there. Keeping it down back behind. Del Carmine looking up. Can Darien keep it in? No, they cannot. They will move that puck again, getting it back into the zone as Amanda Benson retrieves it once more. She'll turn it upfield, up the ice, excuse me, to Hibbert. Still have to adjust to the winter sports. Now back behind the net, there's Donovan. Looking up top. Brown's able to get it by her. Couldn't hold on to it though, and that one's up and into the Darien bench, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone on the Darien end.
Trying to get it deep there, and the official neutral zone face-off. 5:52 to go in the first. Pretty even so far.
Here's Natalie Beach. Beach skating with it. Can she make something happen? No, she cannot. That one gets stopped. Now behind the net. New Canaan chipping it up, sending it the other way. All the way down for the icing.
And I mean, that's the story of today. I've said it 100 times. They're just trying to get pucks deep and get it out. Anytime they sense danger, the Rams just trying to get it out, get it deep, and then put pressure on the Blue Wave and make their defense make the mistakes instead of them generating it, because to be sheer honest, they don't have, you know, much of that talent, so they're just trying to stay solid defensively.
Fighting to keep it in. There's Gretchen Edwards. Edwards leaves it up for Beach, who fires off a quick wrister. That one goes wide. Kelsey Brown. A swarm of New Canaan defensemen on her once more. This one will get sent down for a quick icing. 5:08 to go in the first. Still scoreless. We haven't seen a lot of solid possessions yet. Chase, a lot of just back and forth, a lot of fighting in the zones. Both teams have had a couple shots, but nothing that's really been able to come to fruition for them.
I mean, Darien's dominated, zone time. They've been in the Rams' defensive zone for a good amount of the period, but every time the Rams sense danger, they just ice it.
Ravosa leaves it back up top. Now down looking for the one-timer was Kate Brown. Darien's able to keep it in, though. Kellogg. Here's Bellissimo. Maggie Bellissimo. Backhand pass to Crody. Fighting in the corner, Lexi Tully on it. Bellissimo looking for the pass, stopped once again by Sloan Griffiths now. Still a battle behind. A chip up and over the middle. Benson tried to snag it with the glove. Now a nice hit against the boards. Darien sending it back in once more. Quick shot from Kellogg. That one gets by Beach. Can Darien keep it in? Yes, they can. No, they cannot. Delayed offsides, and here comes Amanda Benson. Benson now cuts by Beach. She'll go along the left boards. Now a battle for it. Tully down into the zone. Puck behind. A fight in the corner. Pushed back in, and here's Kelsey Brown. Kelsey Brown is stopped short. She steals it back, though, from Catherine Rayer. And New Canaan will restart once again. Here's Lexi Tully. Tully cuts up ice, avoids a couple Darien defenders. Makes a move. Edwards is there for the stop on the outside. Tully around the boards. Now leaving it out for Benson. Benson down into the zone. Massey is there. Morgan Massey off the boards looking for Beach. Couldn't get it to her. Down once again. Brown laying a hit. Edwards finds Donovan. Here's Chelsea Donovan. She looks quickly to Natalie Beach. Now a little 1-on-2. Beach. That one saved by Celebrity. Natalie Beach controlling it behind. She cuts back. Stolen away quickly by Reese Quinn. And the Rams will go the other way. Here's Rayer. Rayer. Now that one stopped by Edwards. Gretchen Edwards carrying the defenseman. She'll look to get a shot. She does, and that one gets in. Gretchen Edwards scores for the Wave, and the Blue Wave have the first advantage in this one. The defenseman coming up and capitalizing on the inexperienced goaltender. And the Blue Wave have netted their first goal.
Nice job there to stay on sides by the Blue Wave. They do, and the captain comes up big. Larkin Celebrity not able to hold her post, and it shows. And the Blue Wave up 1-0 late in the first.
Now Darien will immediately go on the attack once again. Pinkernell moving it up the other way. There's Tully, Madeline Tully that is. Down to the corner, icing called with 2:08 to go in the first.
Tully trying to find O'Connor there. Bounces over the stick. And it's going to go for an ice. 2:08. We saw a little bit of Rams offense for a short segment, but not much. See if the Rams, right now, if I'm Rich Beal and I'm just telling, don't let another goal get on the board. Don't let that one turn into a 2, and then we can assess the situation going into the second and try and score from there. But right now, hold goals off the board.
Face off one to the outside, Chelsea Donovan. Donovan will survey. That one gets through, and now it's going the other way. Morgan Massey will have to chase it down. Madeline Tully in pursuit, and the Rams will keep it in the zone. Along the boards. Is it Donovan that comes out with it? No, it's sent back in by Tully. Edwards pushing it off to the side. Donovan still trying to get it out. She can't. New Canaan fighting to keep it in. Darien fighting to get it out. Darien wins it over. Beach, the sophomore, shot that one. Gets blocked up. Now turned the other way by Dwayne. That one will go all the way down for an icing call. 1:12 to go in the period.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good game so far, and Blue Wave want to win this game, right? Last 7 games between these two teams, and the Rams have taken 6. The Blue Wave have not won in 2 seasons, and the last time they played, obviously the Rams took it in overtime of the state championship.
Now up top, quick shot by Fiorita. Quick tip across the middle from Bellissimo. That one almost got through. Celebrity pushed it away. Benson behind. Bellissimo cut in front of her. Tully makes a move. Dwayne up, kept in the zone by Fiorita. Now Tully again. Now towards the middle. That's not the place where you want to be. Almost gets a shot off Parker Crody. No icing called. Off the stick of a Darien player, I believe. And Fiorita will skate it.
Nice no call there by the officials. They sensed that the Blue Wave defender had a chance, and she decided not to try and get that ice. Great call by the officials.
Now New Canaan swarming down on Natalie Beach. Brown keeps it in the zone. Puck in the corner. Players lost it for a second. Griffiths almost getting it out. Now they do. And Benson will have a second. End of the period. That came up on us quick. 1-0 our score in favor of the visiting Darien Blue Wave. We will take a break. We'll be back here in just a few moments on the DAF Media Network. back here live on the DAF Media Network for the second period of play here at the Darien Ice House. Darien with the advantage, 1-0 after a goal from the defenseman Gretchen Edwards in the first period. And we are underway in the second period of play, and the faceoff is won back by New Canaan to start it off. Excuse me. Immediate icing call on Darien. And we will have a faceoff down on our near end, the Darien end this period.
Good chance for the Rams here. 1-0, very manageable. See if the Rams win this faceoff. The Blue Wave dominated in the first period. And, I mean, faceoffs in hockey are pretty big. Not as big as lacrosse, obviously, which can, change the outcome of the game. But hockey is pretty big, too, and the Darien Blue Wave dominated. So the Rams got to shape up in that aspect of the game.
Donovan will chase it down the ice. Tully is there first. Tully carries, looking across. Puck finds its way to Madeline Tully. Morgan Massey chases it down behind. Now along the boards, Donovan gets it out. Lexi Tully back the other way. Gretchen Edwards will retrieve it. Edwards, a little deke and a go. Looking up to Beach, that one missed her. Now a shot saved by Kahn. Now against the boards. Brown will go after it. Kelsey Brown behind the net. Who's going to come away with it? It's Donovan. Kept in, though, by Benson. Now Benson trying to line up for a shot. Instead, she'll dump it down. Massey's able to take it away. Looking to Beach. That one gets by her. Kept back in by Hobbs. Tipped off of Beach. That one gets out. Lexi Tully back in. Kelsey Brown back the other way. It'll get out. Icing called. That'll be on Hobbs, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone.
Offsides there. Going back to that play by Edwards there, it was a high stick on the Rams. She could have let that one go, and they would have got an offensive zone face-off because O'Connor would have been forced to touch it. And that's just, little things, not that big, but she could have not touched it and allowed her team to get that offensive zone face-off. Just something I noticed.
Now Darien coming down with it. Bellissimo across, now a shot and a goal for the Wave. That's Sarah Kellogg, the sophomore. And the Blue Wave are up 2-0 in the second.
Blue Wave sort of exposing the Rams' inexperience on the back front. They have Benson and Tully, but they have a couple of underclassmen there that just haven't really had that experience. And then obviously Celebrity, she's never really skated, so you can't fault her for that. But 2-0 Blue Wave, and they've got all the momentum right now, and the Rams just got to try and get a shot on goal, just try and get something to hold that Blue Wave momentum.
Darien with the dominance so far in this game, and I wouldn't call it possession dominance, but certainly zone time dominance. They've had it down on the New Canaan end, and it's been a battle most of the game, but Darien's been able to capitalize twice thus far. New Canaan not yet. Here's Ravosa now for the Wave. Darien headed up. Bellissimo chasing after it. Lexi Tully back the other way. Fiorita. She'll continue to skate with it. Now along the boards, Fiorita still chasing after it. Fiorita still in the corner, finally taken away by Del Carmine. They get it out. Crody goes back for it, looking up to Donovan, gets by her. Instead, it's Natalie Beach. Natalie Beach with a move towards the inside. A shot, that one off the back of the net. Brown's shot. Here's a one-timer from Edwards, blocker save by Celebrity. Now Donovan a shot, that one through and in for the Wave. Chelsea Donovan, the goal scorer, I believe. And Darien now up 3-0.
Couple nice passes there, and then the Blue Wave just finished. Rams had a couple nice defensive plays there. Marissa Del Carmine showing that it's a contact sport in the corner there and getting it out, but the Blue Wave just 3-0 early into the second. And A lot of hockey still to be played.
That'll be a Natalie Beach goal. Donovan had the shot. It was through the pads of Celebrity along the goal line. Beach was able to finish it off. 3-0 Wave nonetheless. And this is going to be a tough deficit now, Chase, for the Rams to overcome, especially with this poor offensive play, I think we could say, on New Canaan's part.
Well, I mean, Rich Buellen told us before the game they need to play strong defensively because they don't really have that offense. They lost 9 seniors, and then they have Celebrity and net, who's never really played goalie, so they need to just play strong defensively, and it showed that they really haven't worked on their offense.
Now in the corner, a fight for it. Here's Brown. Darien wants a call.
Refs letting them play. Understand the rivalry, contact sport, like the no call.
Here's Benson. Benson will skate it now, the defenseman. Trying to make a move towards the inside, stopped by Ravosa. Benson now looking up top. That one gets through. Now a chase down for it. In the neutral zone, looking across. That'll find the stick of Parker Crody. Crody headed the other way. Around the back of the net. Looks up to Ravosa. Crody gets it back, now over. Kellogg down back behind. Bellissimo. Up, and how here it goes the other way for the Rams. A shot save made by Kahn. And Darien will go up the other way. Stopped by Tully now. Lexi Tully bringing it back. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth we are seeing. Ravosa will go after it. Now a shot. That one off the skate of Fiorita. And Crody will go the other way. Crody will send it down, no ice. Tully will pick it up behind the net. Darien will give a light effort at turning it back. And now Lexi Tully will carry it in. Little toe drag move to the inside. It's fought away by Brown, though. Now back behind. Here's Edwards. Up to Donovan. Chelsea Donovan will skate. Donovan to Brown. Kelsey Brown. Over to her backhand. She'll instead look across. Stop now in front from Beach. Knocked away. Beach cuts back. Puck behind. Can it get out? No, it cannot. Morgan Massey keeps it in. Now a high shot from Beach. That one up and over. Brown to Edwards. Edwards over to Massey. Here's Morgan Massey. She'll have a chance. That one saved by Celebrity. Rebound. Who's there? Kelsey Brown with the shot. Saved, and that one goes in. 4-0 Blue Wave. Kelsey Brown, I believe, the finisher on that one. Tough to see from here. Darien, I won't say they're running away with it yet, but it certainly looks like it.
Celebrity trying to get her glove on that, and it sneaks through her pads there. Bounces over her blocker. Kelsey Brown, the senior captain, is going to get her 3rd goal of the season. And the Blue Wave are up 4-0 with 8:25 to go in the second. And right now, you can just feel the energy in the rink go down. And the Rams, the Bomb Squad Rams Nation's just sort of down right now.
New Canaan looking for some new life off the face-off. Putting some pressure on. An early sense of urgency setting in for New Canaan. Skylar Ravosa fighting for it against the boards with Quinn. Quinn now across. That one tipped off the stick of Kate Brown. Save made by Kahn, though.
A little sketchy there, but the Blue Wave were able to corral it. And, we touched on it earlier. The Blue Wave haven't beat this Rams team since February 13th, 2021. And they really want to win today. And after last year's season, they lost all 3 games, including that, killer state championship game where, Dylan, we announced that together. That's one for the Bucks. So they really want this game.
Now Benson, she'll move it down. New Canaan possessing the puck a little bit now. Quick shot. Puck along. Ravosa. Can she get it out? Yes, she will. New Canaan, no problem pushing it back in. Here's Brown. Donovan. Beach. That one off the stick of Beach. She'll recover it though. Beach making a move now to the outside. Solid stop made. Puck going the other way. Morgan Massey is there. Benson looking for a pass. Stopped by Donovan. Still gets through though, and Morgan Massey will have to retrieve it once more. Donovan cuts back up. Here's Beach. Natalie Beach. A lot of fighting for the puck we're seeing right now. That one gets by Massey. A rare sight. Can New Canaan take advantage? Yes, they do. Here's Rayer. Rayer, the shot deflected off the stick of Massey. Now turning back towards the middle, blocked by Brown. Oh, that one sent right up into the New Canaan bench.
Tully trying to get it deep. Should be a center ice faceoff, which it is. Right now, the Blue Wave, Dylan, I wouldn't really say dominated. It's just, you know, the lack of experience in net is sort of where those 4 goals were generated. But, you know, to be honest, it's not like Darien has just had, you know, a gazillion shots on goal. They've, you know, obviously outshot the Rams, but it's not like Darien is just this, you know, killer team. It's just the lack of experience in net right now.
Save made by Celebrity. Puck back behind. Now skating it up. Well defended. That one gets by Ravosa though. Fiorita goes back for it. Gets knocked up against the boards. Here's Crody. Crody across. That one out of reach for Kellogg. New Canaan back down into the zone. Now from behind, it's Fiorita, excuse me. New Canaan across the middle, almost getting a solid opportunity. Darien was there. Now behind the net, it's Moley. Now across the middle, save made. Kahn, rebound saved again. Moley now looking up top. Here's a chance, a wrister high blocker save made off of Del Carmine's shot.
Nice sequence of saves there from Kahn.
Can Darien get it out? Yes, they do. Finally, the defense catching a break.
It's the first test she's had all night.
And now here's an advantage for New Canaan. It's O'Connor. Can she finish it? No, she cannot. Save made by Kahn. Rebound. That one just wide of what seemed to be an empty net. Does the puck get out? No, it does not. Delayed penalty. That'll be on Benson for the trip.
They're going to get Amanda Benson, captain for the Rams, as the official had her coming in behind on the puck, getting her foot trapped under the Blue Wave player and tripping her. I can see why the officials called that, and right now the Blue Wave are going to get a chance to put a 5 on the board. Right now, the Rams are going to try and send on that penalty kill they had, the first penalty kill, which was phenomenal. And then after that, it was sort of all Blue Waves to see what the Rams can do here with the PK.
Beach down to Brown. New Canaan gets it out immediately. She just has to get by Beach. It's Hibbert. Hibbert, the shot from the outside, saved by Kahn off to the side. Turned back up ice by Kelsey Brown. New Canaan recovers, icing it once again, running some more time. Natalie Beach picks it up. A little hesitation, then a pass to Donovan. Donovan over to Massey. Brown trying to get it in. Massey with a chance. Morgan Massey shot save made by Celebrity.
Nice save there by Celebrity. Her teammates going over and giving her a little tap on the head, trying to give her some confidence. 1:17 left in this power play for the Blue Wave. And the Rams just trying to keep that 5 off the board.
Now a shot down into the corner. That one will go all the way the other way. No ice. Kahn will let him play. O'Connor poked away by Beach. O'Connor now back behind. Kelsey Brown. 52 seconds to go on the power play. Brown makes a move towards the outside. Brown cuts back in. A high shot. That one up and over, I believe. Tough to tell from here. Massey. That one stopped by Tully. Kept in by Beach. Beach. Oh, that one up and out of play. Where will we have the face-off? I believe, yes, down in the New Canaan zone.
Keep it in New Canaan zone there as Beach shelved it out. That I want to say that should be a neutral zone face-off, but
now a slap shot gloved up by Celebrity.
Yeah, the officials put that one inside, but I believe it should have gone outside because the Blue Wave were inside the zone and put that one out. But who knows? 24 to go on the power play for the Blue Wave.
Along the boards, Ravosa. Picked up by Quinn. That'll get by Kate Brown, go all the way down. Fiorita is there. Lila Fiorita, the freshman. Now up the other way, Kate Brown. Brown looking over to Crody. Crody keeps it in. Leaving it back. Now looking across towards the middle. Can Darien finish it? No, they cannot. Lexi Tully turns it the other way, and here goes New Canaan. O'Connor chasing after it. Towards the inside. Blocker save made by Kahn. Ravosa was able to get it out with her glove. Now Crody trying to slap it away. Benson from the point. A slap shot, that one wide. Now we'll fight along the boards with a Ravosa. Lila Fiorita comes out with it. Fiorita now finds Crody. Crody can't get it out. New Canaan. Can they generate a good shot here? Kept in by Del Carmine. Ravosa quickly stopped by Hibbert. Now up top, lining up a slap shot very quickly was Benson. She couldn't get it off though. Fiorita gets it out. That'll go all the way down for the likely icing. No, it was not. It was tipped. He said it was tipped. Didn't see it from here. Guess so. Minute to go in the second period of play now.
Official was right there, and he deemed that Catherine Rare tipped it with her glove there at the blue line.
Benson towards the middle. Benson and Massey go down. New Canaan section gets up for it. Here's Edwards. Finds Donovan. Donovan across to Beach. That one gets by her. Now Massey keeping it out. 40 seconds to go in the period. New Canaan, full change offensively. Edwards turning it up ice. Still send it all the way down. Now Darien putting some pressure on in the corner. Just going to try to prevent New Canaan from getting anything done. 15 seconds to go. Now puck around the back. Brown with it. Kelsey Brown looking towards the middle. There's the shot and a goal for Chelsea Donovan. Netting the 5th for the Wave with 7.3 seconds to go in the second period of play. Darien is running away with this one.
And that's tough because there's 7.3 and you just want to get in the locker room for intermission, and Rich Phelan does too. He wants to get everything out of the zone, but that fails. And the Blue Wave put a 5th on the board. Chelsea Donovan, the captain, putting that 5 on the board.
Time expiring in the period, and the Wave have a lot to be happy about. 5-0 our score. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a few moments on the DAF Media Network.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes.
That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England, all made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
Back here live on the DAF Media Network for the third period of play. And Chase, how about this so far? Darien up 5-0 in this one. We see some of the stats here. 17-7 in shots on goal, and 17 shots on goal, 5 goals for the Wave. That's something you don't want to see for New Canaan. They do have that inexperienced goalie, but talk about that a little bit.
I mean, it really is the inexperience in net, right? 17 shots on goal. You know, with Nicky Ferraro or Blythe Novik, right, this is no shot at, the goaltenders for New Canaan. They just haven't got the experience, but that's, 15, 16 saves for them. And ultimately, Darien hasn't, fully dominated this game. It's just that lack of experience. And then down low on defense, they got a couple freshmen, a couple sophomores that aren't fully, acclimated yet. And it's kind of showing, and Darien has just put 5 on the board and New Canaan nothing. And Rich Buellin in that locker room was just trying to probably give his team a little bit of confidence to try and, lessen this deficit to 2 or 3 goals instead of 5 or 6.
We certainly saw sparks of it. New Canaan was getting a few shots off. They were starting to build some possessions toward the end of that second period, but Darien really put in a dagger, that 5th goal. And that sort of put this game, I would say, just about out of reach for them considering the play so far. Still plenty of time on the clock, though, as a quick shot from Tully. Blocker save made by Catherine Kahn. Beach off the glass. She'll chase it down. Lexi Tully looking up ice to O'Connor. Now turned back by Brown. Darien playing a little more conservative now, it seems. High blocker save and then caught by Kahn, and we'll have a face-off 34 seconds in to the period.
And Rams, 30 seconds in, have kind of dominated. Coming out of that locker room, getting a couple shots on net, which we haven't seen all game. Amanda Benson with a rocket there. And we see a goalie change also for the Rams. Lily Stevens, the all-state volleyball player. She's going to come in for Larkin Celebrity.
Now carried down behind. Up ice. That'll go down for the icing. Moley was quick with that shot down.
She got back to the bench there, and Rich Buellin wasn't happy about that. I'm sure Buellin thought she had room and space to try and gain the red line and get it deep from there and not get the ice. And she decided to just ice it.
One back to Benson, now over. Darien keeps it in. Now looking across to Crody. Crody still after it behind. Parker Crody around, looking, finds open Ravosa. That one stopped. Now Benson, can she get it out? That'll go up along the boards, does not escape the zone. Crody sends it back in. Now Benson retaining possession. Looks for the quick pass, that off the boards, kept in by Darien. Still battling, Crody down. Pushed across to Quinn. Quinn gets it out. And New Canaan will grab a full change.
The officials, Reese Quinn just getting that one out, and the officials claim that Darien tipped that, so that's why they waved that one off.
Fiorita over. Here's Mackenzie Budd. Budd chasing it down. Still battling for it. New Canaan turns it up the other way. Lexi Tully gets it out with help. Now New Canaan on a rush. Looking over. It's Dwayne. Dwayne's shot. Couldn't get all of it. And Darien will head back the other way. Lila Fiorita, the freshman now. 3-on-2 situation. Fiorita cutting across. She'll pull it away, slow it down. Lexi Tully carrying. Ends up by Brown. That one tipped. Edwards will get it behind.
The official had his hand up for an ice there, but decided to wave that one off for some reason.
2 players going down. Now Brown with it. Kelsey Brown looking up, finds Budd. Mackenzie Budd. Buchanan the other way. Madeline Tully. She'll get a shot. That one high and off the glass. Edwards surveys, looking. She finds Beach. Now Beach and Donovan, 2-on-0. Donovan takes the shot and she scores. Chelsea Donovan, 6-0 Darien.
Rams defense leaving Stevens out to dry. She hasn't got any shots on goal. 2-on-0. And Chelsea Donovan buries that one 5-hole. Lily Stevens 5-hole wide open there. And that's going to put a 6 up on the guest side of the scoreboard. Darien just dominant today, 6-0.
Amanda Benson will carry. Brown stops the puck. Can't get it out though. Shot down into the zone. Pursued by Benson. That one gets by. Here's Beach. Beach pressuring. She stops it. Donovan looking for the hat trick. She finishes. Will they call it a goal? No, they do not. The goal went off.
And the officials
just
say
a second before that one could go. We'll take another look. She had the second opportunity, but looks like it was Benson that slid into the net. No, it was not. Can't tell who that is on the replay as back into it.
Looks like it might have been Hibbert. The officials say that the post was dislodged before the puck crossed the goal line, and that's why they waved it off. Jamie Tropsa and his staff, no argument there, and he agrees with the call.
Buchanan headed the other way with it. Skylar Ravosa behind. Ravosa now all the way up to Parker Crody. Crody will carry it in. Crody goes down. Lexi Tully recovers it, and it's shot back into the zone by Kellogg. Ravosa. Crody down into the zone. Tully picks it up. Now fighting it back in, Kate Brown. Brown a move to the outside. Brown looking for the shot. Save made. And Buchanan's able to get it out of the zone with help from Madeline Tully.
Nice positioning there from Lily Stevens. She held her position in net and made a nice save, and the Rams cleared it, or got it out.
Now here's a chance for Izzy Hare, the freshman. Cuts back. Buchanan moving it up. Here's Stevens. The junior. That'll go down. Morgan Massey in pursuit. Instead, it'll be blown for an icing. 9:07 to go in the third period. 6-0 Wave.
And right now, Rich Buell and his staff are trying to get as many skates on the ice as they can, trying to get that experience. And it's pretty good experience, right? You're playing a rival in the Darien Blue Wave, and that's good experience for games later in the season, like, you know, a Greenwich or Richfield or, you know, FCAC semis, FCAC quarters. So they're getting that experience, and Rich Buellin, good on him, and try and get his players that playing time.
Donovan looking across the beach on the backside, couldn't find her. Massey a shot. Blocked by Tully. That one escapes the zone. Edwards pulls it away. Here's Kelsey Brown. Brown skating along the boards. Looking back towards the middle. Brown still fighting with it. Taken away. Edwards up top. She's got one already. That one blocked by Benson. That'll go all the way down for an icing. 8:25 to go in the third period.
Just sense the danger there. When in doubt, get it out, and that's what she did there. Preaching Rich Buellin's words before when we spoke to him before the game. Right now, they're just trying to lessen the deficit, right? You know, a 6-0 loss is a lot worse than, you know, a 6-3, 6-4. So they're just trying to get goals on the board and get that confidence going into their next game.
New Canaan gets it out. And Chase, this is certainly a confidence booster for Darien, as there was uncertainty coming into this season. A lot of younger players, both of these teams losing a lot of seniors, coming off that state championship last year, and this is definitely a different game than what we saw last year.
You know, especially when you beat your rivals, right? If New Canaan did this to Darien, or if, you know, Darien did it to New Canaan, it's always that much better when you beat your rivals, and it just gives you that much more confidence.
Blue Wave seeming to pick up where they left off, disregarding that state championship loss. Its regular season dominance was mostly what we saw from Darien last year. New Canaan seems like it'll take a few strides for them to get up and running, though. Goaltending certainly the biggest issue for them at this point in the season.
And that's going to go for an ice rare, high off the glass. And something we touched on earlier in the game, Dylan, something that's pretty cool. There's banners up in the rink, the Ice Cats, and
yes,
these Darien and New Canaan girls grow up playing with each other all the way up until freshman year on this Ice Cats program, led by Jamie Tropsa, who's a legend down in Fairfield County as a head coach. He just breeds athletes, and it's pretty cool because, you know, all the memories they have from their childhood, and now they're competing against each other at the high school level. So that's pretty cool.
Certainly a full circle moment for a lot of these players, and then especially with these two generally being two of the top programs in the state, as Massey takes a shot, generally being the top two programs in the state, or at least up in that conversation, is really a testament to Jamie Tropsa, as well as that entire Ice Cats program and the two teams that they help to feed in Darien and New Canaan.
100%. You know, Jamie Tropsa, like I said, a legend. He coaches so many of these girls when they grow up and develops them into the hockey players they are today. And both squads, you know, Rich Buellin, he's a legend as well. He's not as involved in the Ice Cats program, but both these coaches, the utmost respect for each other. And I mean, it's pretty cool, right? For, you know, the 90 minutes they're out here today, they, you know, want to battle, want to go to war, and want to destroy the other team, and then they get off and they're, you know, they're buddies again. So like you touched on, it's a full circle moment. It's pretty cool. Nice move there by Tully, showing why she's an all-stater, showing why she's elite. She's done it all night, all game tonight.
Battle for it behind the net. Brown. All the way down, that one iced, as Donovan was chasing after it. 5:18 to play in this one.
Couldn't quite gain the red there. Nice chance there for the Blue Wave, Chelsea Donovan, but across the goal line before she could get a stick on it. Rams offensive zone face-off. See if they can get a shot or a rebound and try and get a one on the board.
Now up top looking for a shot. Kick save off to the side by Kahn. Massey behind. Back the other way, cutting back and forth behind is Kellogg, now in front of the net. Puck loose, high shot, save made. Off to the side, Beach will try to get it out. She cannot. Another shot, that one tipped all the way up into the air. Down back behind the net. Here's Crody. Crody carrying alone. Crody trying to make a move towards the inside. She cannot. And it'll be reversed by Pinkernell. Here goes New Canaan the other way. Now a shot. That one stopped up, back behind. New Canaan doing their best to at least get points on the board before time expires here. Benson, a slap shot, that one knocked down.
That can't feel good. Benson's got a heater off of her stick.
And Chase, you know, you can blame a lot of the inexperience at goaltender for the lack of solid defense today for New Canaan. You can blame the goaltending for the 6 goals let in. Of course, Darien with a pretty solid amount of shots, but usually you would expect to see less goals let in. But I don't think you can blame the goaltender for the offense tonight.
No, you can't. I mean, the Rams just really haven't had anything going. You know, there's been a lot of neutral zone play, but Rich Buellen told us before the game, right? They're going to have to, you know, before offense, they need to, you know, work on defense, make sure they get pucks deep, make sure they get pucks out. And I think they're so fixated on that part of the game that they're not, you know, worrying about the offensive aspect of the game. And when you have a goalie, Rich Buellen said he's been in this situation before, and he says when you have a goalie like that in net, you just, you know, sense danger, ice it. And that's what they've done tonight, and they've shown no offense out of it. So, and I mean, it's justified, right? You want to make sure you can get as little shots on goal on pretty much an unconfident goalie. But you got to, you know, get some offense going too.
Oh, battle for it. Donovan almost getting the hat trick there. Beach up the middle. Shot by Kelsey Brown. She finishes it. 7-0 Blue Wave. The senior putting on another.
Looked like it might have got tipped there. Let's take another look. Tipped off a Ram.
That looks to be, is that?
Yeah, tipped off Lexi Tully's stick.
Tully.
So it's going to stay with...
One back sent down for the icing.
And going back to what you said earlier, Dylan, you know, you can't blame them for the lack of offense. The Rams also lost 9 seniors, and all 9 of those seniors made up their 3 lines, the 3 lines that they only played. So, you know, having Kaylee Harden, Grace Kroll, Grace Flato, Caitlin Tully, all these girls that made up those 3 lines that generated, you know, 4 or 5 goals a game, they don't have anymore. So now they're, you know, turning to girls like Catherine Rare, all these girls that haven't really been in that situation.
A little confusion what they're doing down on the ice here is New Canaan pulling the goalie. Oh, they're switching the helmets. Canaan with the late goalie change here, bringing in number 30. That's Lily Stevens, the junior. Celebrity has been playing the entire game thus far for the Rams.
I don't know what they did there. I think she switched helmets because Stevens has been in the whole third, but I think the ref might have said something because her other helmet didn't have the V-guard, which protects the neck region of the goalie.
Darien not hesitating to keep the pressure on. Here's Kelsey Brown. Offsides on Natalie Beach. A little too excited with 2:22 to go.
Always stinks when you're about to generate offense and one of your teammates skates off sides, and Brown, a captain, is going to hold her teammate accountable for that one. That's just a foolish mistake that can't happen. And I'm sure Jamie Chomps is going to say something. Because in a 7-0 game, you try and learn on, you know, as many of those mistakes as you can so that you limit them in those bigger games. And, you know, who knows? You know, we might have another New Canaan Darien game that's bigger because of the more goaltending experience that's going to come throughout the season.
Certainly. And these two teams, there's no doubt they will likely meet in the playoffs. New Canaan 2-0 thus far on the season. Prior to this game, that is, and those were both dominant wins, 6-3 and 9-1. And normally these two teams dominate their way through the FCAC, so there's no doubt we'll see them in the FCAC championship.
And I mean,
certainly just definitely a few kinks that New Canaan will have to figure out as the season goes on. Goaltending being one of them, offense being another. And Darien seems to have a pretty strong start to their year. They're going to have to keep up, though, because the second New Canaan figures out some of their problems, they're going to be a team to watch out for.
And, I mean, New Canaan's brought in, goaltending coaches in to try and help that out. And right now they have a goaltending coach who's working with Lily Stevens and Larkin Celebrity to try and prepare them for what's to come later in the season. And, I mean, right now, Darien's going to get their first win since February 13th of 2021 against this Rams squad. Last year, the Rams won every game the year prior as well. They tied one. And then the year prior to that, Darien, the last one they had was February the 13th. Of course, the legendary game on March 9th, the state championship, that was one for the Bucks. And Darien's going to get a little revenge here, right? Beat them 3-0 in the scrimmage, but I don't really count that. But Darien's going to get their revenge in their first win against the Rams in 2 seasons.
Time will tick off here at the Ice House. 10 seconds to go. New Canaan failing to score in this one. Our final score from the Darien Ice House, 7-0 Wave, and that is a big confidence booster win for Darien. 4-0 they go to on the season. And now they have scored 7 goals in 3 of their games this year, that one being their biggest win yet. And New Canaan, certainly some problems to figure out. Chase, final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Darien came into this game, and it was sort of, everybody knew about that goaltending situation, but, when there's a 0 on the board, you're not going to win games. You're not going to win games by not scoring goals. It's that simple. And the Rams really offensively didn't have that. They struggled. Defensively, I wouldn't say they played well either. Early into the game, it looked like, oh, all right, it's, just this goaltending situation. But they got to get a couple things fixed. And then Darien, right, they're always an elite program. Jamie Tropsa runs a strict house down there, and they came out offensively. They have those producers like Beach, and they just come out, play as a team. And Rich Phelan has a little bit of work to do, but he's proved that he's one of the best coaches in the state for, as long as he's been here. And I'm sure by, February and March, we're going to see New Canaan atop of that list as one of the best teams in the state, and as is Darien, as Jamie Tropsa and Rich Phelan are 2 of the best coaches in the state, as they have been for the past, 10-plus years.
Darien wins this one. We'll shout out our DAF media production crew, Ben Wide-Chulis, Liam Tomaszewski, Henry Imbrogno, Owen Gluck, and, of course, the great Braden Shank. As always, I'm Dylan DeRiso. Chase Harden, glad to have you on. A pleasure as always. We will be back on in the future. DAF Media, of course, a joint venture of the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. That does it here from a late night at the Darien Ice House. Have a nice rest of your week. We will be back here Saturday for Northwest Catholic. And have a nice evening.